Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tamagotchi Smart unboxing video. This time I'm going to be taking a look and unboxing the One Piece special set, which released on the same day as the anniversary party set of the Tamagotchi Smart, which I am also getting, but it hasn't arrived from Zen and TCG yet. So once that arrives, I'll also be unboxing and taking a look at that. But for now, let's take a look at this super cool One Piece special set. So I've seen 20 episodes of One Piece, I think, and I've read the first few volumes of the manga in Japanese, so I know some of the characters. I know that's Zoro, and Kuchipachi Zoro is probably my favourite character on the whole thing, but I need to watch more, yes. It's a very long series. I'm going to have to definitely watch the fillerless version, which I've seen lists online. So, but I do love Tamagotchi, so let's take a look at this. So, this is the smart card that it comes with. So you can also buy this smart card separately, and it does come in the typical packaging that you get the smart cards in, but when you buy the set, it just comes loose, like it did for the 1996 Tamagotchi Smart set. And yeah, so also, yep, this is my old 1996 version of the Tamagotchi Smart, which was released a bit earlier than the first version, and also have the first version here, which didn't come with a smart card. It came smart card less. So yeah, let's take a look at this and pull it out of the packaging, which I struggled a lot less with it this time than I did with the first few. I remember struggling to get them out of the plastic. So we also have, of course, the instruction manual, which I never read. We have another of these, which comes with all the other smart versions, and also, of course, the Vital Bracelet and Digivice V and Vital Hero. So I have another spare of these, so that's cool and fun. And then, of course, yeah, we have, it's at least it's not taking up too much space. It's just basically a flyer of information, so at least it's not a full book like that comes with the English versions that comes in multiple different languages. And also, of course, we have a One Piece lanyard with all the characters in their One Piece forms. There's Zoro, Kuchipachi, honestly, the best character. But yes, so, from memory, I think I just hold this button because there's no... Oh, yep, that's right. So, the Tamagotchi Smart doesn't have an on-off switch like the Vital Bracelet does. I only have to, I have to press the middle button. So, it is the 30th of November, and, yep, it is not in the date-time format that I'm used to. It's 8:40 in the morning. So, obviously, as I showed off my other smarts, this isn't my first smart, so I kind of know how to use the controls already. Basically, you have these quadrants here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you basically use that to navigate. It's not the best way. This is my birthday, which is... I don't have to check that date because I already know my birthday, because, I don't know, I'm able to remember two numbers that are the same. And what is my name? So let's navigate through. So yeah, if you want to see my first impressions of the Tamagotchi Smart, I recommend looking at my 1996 unboxing and my... Nope, oh, I've forgotten how to... There we are. So there's a very faint, little white line there, which indicates which one you're clicking on, which is not particularly fun when you have giant adult fingers. There's also a very, very faint colour, so I'm not sure if that'd be easy if you are colourblind to navigate. There we are. And I think you just keep on clicking blank to get to the end. No, you don't. How foolish of me. I've only done this twice, so I don't quite remember how to... Oh, never mind. I forgot that I can read Japanese. It says to press this button. Is that correct? Yep. And then we have our little egg on the screen. And once the egg hatches, we get a little baby girl. So unfortunately that means we can't get Zoro Kuchipachi, but we can get one of the other characters. So like all smart cards, this one will give us a bunch of items, and the certain amount of times we use a certain item determines what adult we get from the smart card. If we don't use any of those items, we just get one of the stock ones that come pre-installed, like regular Mamachi and regular Kuchipachi. So I can't actually download the smart card just yet because it's a baby. I'll have to wait till the next stage. But from now, I can just give it normal care, like feed it the items, heal it when it's sick, and wait until it gets to the toddler stage, and then we can download the card, which I will do with the power and magic of video editing. So I will do that momentarily, and it'll evolve before your very eyes. And now we have our child. So that means that a bunch of functionality has now been unlocked, such as the ability to download the content of the smart card. Now, I believe there's a special snack that I have to feed my teen once she's there in order to get the Chopper adult. But before we do so, a quick sort of run through of the options here. So we've got status, we've got memory, which is where your friendship icons go, which you get after having your adult as very, very happy for about 48 hours, I believe. We've got settings here where you've got, you can change your little profile picture, and actually I just I meant to click settings, but I actually clicked on the bottom one, which is the connection icon. So we've got sound, we've got battery level, so you can check what your battery's doing. Sound is just on and off. Brightness, which has different level. Oh no, I clicked on time. See, I'm really bad at clicking on these. Also, when I try to scroll, sometimes I click on bathroom. So this one's brightness, that one's time. So brightness, which is a level, so you can kind of adjust it. I keep it on the middle. And then you've got time, which I did select before, but I'll go into it again. And then when we go back, yeah, you've got the connection icon, which I accidentally clicked on before. See, I'm really bad at scrolling. Of course, if there's anything that I don't go over, I do recommend you check out my other videos. So here we've got healing and the babysitter service, feed, which is meal and snack, bathroom option, which is something I try to scroll, but I always click on, toilet and bath. And now I'll actually try to... See, I'm really bad at scrolling. So you've got the quadrants here, and you're meant to like flick it in a certain speed like that, but I always end up like, I guess, holding too much. We've got our closet where our items and clothes are. We've got outside. We've got app, which is, I'll show you later, that's where you get your food and items delivered. And then you've got your connection, which is where you can download the smart cards. So you pull this off, you insert your smart card into the slot here, and it times out because I was demonstrating. And again, I'm clicking on the shower one. So it's got to be... See, but I was quicker that time. This is probably one of my least favourite things about the Smart, is that sometimes the sliding just feels a little bit not fantastic. So you go to download, or connectivity rather, the first one is connecting to another Tamagotchi Smart, the second one is connecting to a smart card, and then because I've got nothing else on at the moment, I go download, and then you go yes, and then it's downloading, and in the meantime I will show you the band. So the band can be removed, which is super cool. The Tamagotchi itself is about the size of a Tamagotchi connection. I did do a comparison video with a bunch of other Tamagotchi releases in terms of the size, so if you are curious, check out that video. And of course, again, if there's anything that I didn't go over in the overall functionality of the Tamagotchi Smart, I have done reviews and I have done unboxings on the previous Tamagotchi Smarts In terms of the differences between the two, they're download complete. In terms of the difference between this one and all the previous ones, and also the Tamagotchi anniversary party set, the Tamagotchi itself has the same functionality. Oh my god, that's horrifying. Oh dear lord. Absolutely horrifying. They Tamagotchi-fied Luffy. That's horrifying. But yeah, in terms of the functionality, it's the same. I have heard the firmware is different. I'm not sure really how different that makes it as an actual player of it, rather than, the actual ins and outs of it, which I'm not sure how relevant that is. But yes, so now we have a Tamagotchi card installed. We now have the options to purchase and hey, I was able to scroll without going to the bathroom. That's exciting. You go to app, and the options you have here, you have food delivery, you have shopping, you have camera, which is kind of cute, but it's not as cool as the Pix, which actually has a camera, and it timed out, so that means I have to try not to go to the bathroom. Yeah, and I manage. And this last option is dating, which unlocks when you're an adult, and it's basically how you can get to this next generation and start a new egg. So we'll go to food first of all. So these are the 4 food items that we get from this smart card. You can see that by little hat at the top. You buy it by clicking order, and you can only buy 3 at once, and you can also only have 3 at once, which is kind of annoying, and you have to buy them each individually. Instead of just buying 3 all at once, you have to buy, but at least they're all free. And the reason for this is when you insert another smart card, all of the smart card content that you have gets deleted, as you can only have one content of a smart card downloaded at once. So I scroll, and then these are the standard options. And again, I'm just going to buy that just because I clicked on it by mistake. So the different types of food don't really change that much in terms of what your Tamagotchi becomes if it's not the smart card content. So each character, as I mentioned earlier, will evolve to any of the smart card characters depending on what items you use or what food you give it. So I believe if you give your teen the sword to play with most out of all the other smart card content, and it's a male, your adult will evolve into Kujipachi. But if it's not a male, it won't get to Kujipachi, which is unfortunate because I've got a female. So I'll probably go for the Choppery again. And it's not just me. I've heard other people also have the bathroom entering problem when they're meant to be swiping. So we'll go to food delivery, and we'll check out the snacks. And that's another thing. You can't just buy food and snacks. You have to, buy them and then buy the other one. I think this is the Chopper Read one. I think. The fluffy fairy floss. I did just scroll the characters page on the Tamagotchi wiki quickly, so I might have looked at the wrong character, but I will make sure I have some, just in case. So that is good. It makes it easy to get different characters when you've got a smart card installed. When you've not got a smart card installed, or if you don't want any of the smart card content characters, it just is based on care. So the amount of care mistakes you get or don't get determines the character you get. But that's not the case for the smart card characters, which is something I do appreciate about the smart card. It is really easy to get the characters, which is something, again, that I'm a big fan of. And then we get our delivery. So in terms of the content you get on each smart card, you get food, you get snacks, as I just showed you, but you also get other things like living areas and items. Again, the items like the food can help determine what form your character takes. So we've got a sword there, that's Zoro's. I don't know enough about the other ones to really determine it without looking at the Tamagotchi wiki. And then we've got items like hats, flag. I think that's a clown nose from, I think the character is called Buggy. And I clicked on accessory instead of scrolling. And I did it again. And again, I am just awful. And I'm not using this hand because I may or may not have broken my finger in the swimming pool this morning. Probably just dislocated it, but it oh my gosh. So I'm trying to scroll, and I'm not doing a very good job of it. There we go. So the last one is getting the different living areas. So all the ones that say free and have the little Luffy hat at the top, those are the ones that come on the smart card. Don room. I want to do that one just because I don't know what that is. What could that be? And then we get the guy come round to renovate our home. And of course there are the other print. That one's very boring. That one's incredibly boring. But I guess I have that. And of course, because it's November, we do have the Autumn Harvest Festival wreath at the top there. When it's December, I believe it does change to a Christmas one. And you also get clock faces, which this is the standard one. This is another standard one. All of these ones come pre-installed, but there are also a few that come with the smart card once you have a smart card downloaded. And also there's the step count down the bottom there, which doesn't actually do anything. Which is a shame. It's a nice functionality, but it just doesn't do anything. And this is one of the smart card ones with Luffy's hat and is it called Gum Gum Fruit? Oh, that's cool. And then there's this one, which is pretty cool, and I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. So we'll scroll back and we'll go for this one. I always like that one. It's the easiest to read. And yeah, so we've got our room, we've got a clock face, and the last thing to show you is the bathroom. No, it is not the bathroom. There we go. If you go outside, you can go to either the park or to Tamawork, which is more or less the minigame section of the Tamagotchi Smart. Now, in previous Tamagotchis, this is the game center. In this one, it's a job. So you have a bunch of them here, but I believe the top one, which is Treasure Hunt, is the one that you get with the smart card. So I have no idea how to play this one. So, it's an obstacle game, I think. And because it's a swiping game, I'm probably not going to be doing very well at it. Oh. I'm very bad at this. I've got bad reflexes, but also at swiping. And I didn't do that well. But I still got 150 Gotchi points. Now you get Gotchi points from the Tamawork as well as just evolving. So yeah, there's the, and I've gone to the, I'm just going to close out of that. So yes, that's the Tamagotchi One Piece Friends smart card, and also, of course, the smart itself. So in terms of where the lanyard goes, it attaches to this bit at the back there. And, oh, that's pretty cool. It's got the flag logo for One Piece. That's pretty neat. But, yeah, so I don't really have it in its watch form often. I keep them in my pocket or in a Tamagotchi connection case because, as I mentioned, they're the same size as the Tamagotchi connection, so they fit in. I'm really bad at doing this. So I attach it into one of these holes, and then you've got an incredibly oversized Goofy watch, which I kind of adore. Like, it's cute. Something else I noticed, and I'm not sure if this is because my other smart has been used, but the screen itself feels different. Oh, and that's the porch. Sometimes a guy shows up and gives you a ring. It's very weird. But yeah, so the screen itself feels kind of different. Not sure if that's because I'm just not used to using one that's brand new, or if it's just because they use a different one. As I mentioned, the firmware has been different since I believe the Sonero Smart, but in terms of functionality, they're the same. Not sure about the build quality itself, but it seems to be fine. But yeah, super cool. I like they went for the black and the red. I think that looks pretty cool. The band itself, I thought would be like a solid opaque black, but it's actually translucent. You can actually see through it, kind of. but it probably doesn't show up super well on camera, but it's kind of like a light grey, and you can, like, light comes through it, it's translucent. So, yeah, that's basically it for this One Piece Tamagotchi Smart. Again, pretty cool. Look forward to the Anniversary Party Smart coming out, because that one has Ginty Rochi on the roster for the smart card, and it's not a change smart card like this one. So if you don't know what that means, there are two different types of smart cards. There's the ones which have the standard roster that come pre-installed, but they just have costumes for whatever collaboration it is. Or there's the ones where they add completely different characters, not just the same characters but wearing an outfit. And I do prefer the ones that add different characters. But in any case, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comment section below. Be sure to check out my other Tamagotchi Smart videos, especially if you have any further questions, because, again, this is not my first Tamagotchi Smart, so I didn't go over all the features, like I didn't go over all of the interactions that you can do when you click on it, and you can rub it, or you can talk to it. Like, I didn't go through all of those, but I have done in previous videos. So make sure you check out my other videos, because, again, this isn't my first Tamagotchi Smart, so I'm kind of like, despite my inability to scroll and always go to the bathroom, I do have experience with these. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 13,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. It's not looking that good. So yeah, if you like this video and like my other videos, please subscribe. And of course, I will love to see you in the next video. Bye!